Last month, we already reported on the scandal between Presidents Trump and Zelensky in the White House. An unprecedented ride was the direct result of this development. A short time later, Trump stopped supporting Ukraine, including the intelligence reports, only to continue everything as normal a few days later. This roller coaster ride is not new in the first months under the Trump administration. And as if that were not enough, Trump has spoken to President Putin on the phone. However, Trump was far from exerting further pressure on Russia and spoke more of a conversation among friends. The US president is confident that Russia would soon participate in peace negotiations. While Ukraine under Zelensky has already signaled that it is open to everything, this has not yet been the case with its counterpart. However, the scandal also jeopardized the engineered soil deal between the USA and Ukraine. Trump later warned not to accept it.
The amendment of the debt brake in Germany is also controversially discussed. By introducing the vote in the old Bundestag, in which he was still able to achieve a two-thirds majority with some parties, Chancellor Friedrich Merz, who will soon take office, was able to launch a comprehensive package that drastically increases Germany's defense spending. In the new Bundestag, this would no longer have been possible, as the AfD has received an increase in votes. The opposition promptly accuses Merz of breaking his election promises. While this can indeed be seen that way, the politicians of the CSU/CDU are reacting to it with the changed world situation and that this is necessary to make Germany capable of defending itself in the coming years. So the decision polarizes, and the fact is that the new government will undoubtedly have to make more efforts to maintain or even win back the trust of its population.
The mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu, was arrested in mid-March. He is accused of bribery and manipulation in favor of the banned PKK party. However, quite a few see this maneuver as a sidelining of the opposition, as İmamoğlu is the most promising opponent for Erdogan in the next presidential election. In the days that followed, a wave of protests quickly formed and rolled through the country and the capital. Although the Turkish government denied that it had nothing to do with it, if you look at the fates of other regime critics who are still in prison, you may well have doubts about this. Other heads of government also stated that they expect a fair trial or spoke of a setback for Turkish democracy. Despite this harassment, the CHP party, to which İmamoğlu belongs, reaffirmed his candidacy in the next election. Nor will they give in and will continue to protest against the imprisonment. Let's hope that the politician will not simply be forgotten in the next few years.
Last year, we already reported on a possible breakthrough in cryostasis research. Now more details have come out. For example, the drugs choradrenaline and cordrazine, discovered in the 80s and 90s, which were already used in the first field trials in the 90s, are said to play a decisive role in making the freezing of organic material permanent. Choradrenaline had indeed been used to treat frostbite at that time, and cordrazine had also been successfully tested, although further improvements were still pending. The first test subjects to be frozen with such a mixture and shot into space are the people around the billionaire Ralph Offenhaus. But you can't ask them anymore, because they are unfortunately lost with their satellite. Nevertheless, a further step has been taken towards permanent freezing of humans, without any separated body parts soaked in nitrogen.